What up, HoopSpaces fans? Thanks for tuning in to another Wizards Weekly with your host, Justin. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit like on the video and subscribe to the HoopSpaces channel. Tons of amazing content from all across the NBA covering different teams. And if you're looking for more Wizards-specific content, head over to my channel at Point Wizards. And go ahead and subscribe there. Give you content after games, amongst other things that the Wizards are talking about. But now let's talk about the Wizards this past week and another week that really wasn't. Now the Wizards this past week went 1-2, beating the San Antonio Spurs, but losing to the Orlando Magic and the Denver Nuggets. And it was a tough watch. All three games, to be honest. But I would say game of the week, though, probably has to be the Spurs game. If you want an offense, that was 136 to 124. A lot of points being scored, a lot of paint not being defended. It was really ugly at times, but you do get a 21-point game from Denny Avdija. You get 26 points from Corey Kispert, 17 from Jordan Goodwin, 24 from DeLon Wright. So a lot of guys were able to get buckets off, and you're just in the buckets right now. Good game to check out. Now, in terms of the big three this past week, Kyle Kuzma did not play a single game. He's been out for a while now, and they might just shut him down for the rest of the season based on the way that things are going. Where they are in their standings is pretty gross, so I wouldn't be surprised by that at all. But you did have KP. KP averaged 26 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.7 blocks, so doing regular KP things. You wish you can get some more boards, but again, at this point in the season, he's healthy. I'm not sure how much longer he plays this season, but he's still doing his things on solid shooting percentage, amongst other things. Player of the week, though, has to go to Denny Avdija, averaging almost a double-double with 17.3 points, 9.7 rebounds, 5 assists. But what stood out to me, 72% from the field and almost 10 shots per game. 58% from 3, or almost 4 attempts from 3. We did not play a lot of teams with defense, but it's good to see he was able to step up against them, given that fact. So props to Denny from that. That's a Denny we've been waiting for a while. I'm still not completely sold. I want to see him do this consistently against top 15 defenses. And at this point, with this drive coming up, there's some conversations I think that need to be had, even though they probably won't. This one's being shot a little bit late, so the Wizards were actually 33-41 yesterday. They lose to the Toronto Raptors, dropping them to 33-42. Currently sitting at 12th outside of the play-in, which is good for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, around 7th or 8th in the overall draft lottery. And that's really what the focus needs to be on. At this point in the season, the play-in is not worth it. Guys are not healthy. Guys have not been able to, prove themselves worthy to be in the playoffs all year, to be honest. That's from, roster on up. And I think personally it's about time that they go ahead and just, play the kids. Definitely play the kids. See what you got coming for next year. Who you might need to move in the offseason. See what, might need more minutes coming into next season. And most of all, just go out there and let them make mistakes. This is not a team that lets players make mistakes a lot if you're not in the top 3. So it'd be good to see like Johnny Davis, Denny, Corey, Gaff, Jordan Goodwin, all of them get some like serious 30-minute games in these final 8 or so, because again, the season is trash. Play and push is not worth it in my eyes versus like what you can get out of a higher draft pick. It's not worth screwing that up like they did a couple seasons ago, trying to do a play and push. So yeah, not a lot of happy times around here for Wizards fans unless you're cheering on for a high pick. I am. Maybe we'll go over my ideal choices in a future video. But for now, that's it for this Wizards Weekly. See you next week.